Hi everyone, please stay connected. We'll begin the session shortly. Thank you. Hi, for those who are joining in, please stay connected. We'll begin the session shortly. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, Sonika. Good morning. All right, we'll begin the session shortly. Um, for everyone who's joining in, please stay connected. Sonika, I will make you the co-host for the session so we can begin shortly. Please stay connected.
Hold on. I can't hear you properly.
All right.
Okay, can you say something now?
Okay, can you hear me? Is it proper now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's a very muddled voice.
Okay, give me one moment.
It's like there's no clarity here.
One sec. Okay, am I audible now? Is it proper?
There's an echo there, Leo. Can I just call you Leo?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. No problem.
Okay. But there is an echo in your voice. I can manage, but not something that you would like to, like you have to like literally strain all the time. Will you be because you will be interacting with me,
Yeah, that's
right?
correct. Yeah. How about right now? Is it better?
Much better, much sharper. It was like, yeah,
Okay, we'll
sharper
do this.
now.
We'll do it like this. Perfect. Hi, for those who are joining in, please stay connected. The session will begin shortly. Thank you.
Okay, so do I put off my video or I let it be
No, we'll
on
begin.
and
We'll begin right away because it's already 7:30.
okay.
Okay, just a moment here. All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's session on Soul Sensei. We're so happy to have you all here. I just want to know, am I audible? If you can give me thumbs up or a yes in the chat box, please feel free. Let me know. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. So while we wait for another minute till everyone else joins in, why don't you tell me where you're joining in from? Just mention your city names out there in the chat box. It would be amazing to see where you're joining in from. I'm Leolin, your moderator for today's session, and I'm joining in from Mumbai. Wow, welcome. Ashwin from Bangalore, Ashodan from Nagpur. Anyone else who would like to share where you're joining in from? Hyderabad, lovely. Good morning from Ghaziabad. Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi, lovely, lovely. We've got people from all over, lovely. All right. So thank you so much for your responses. I do understand it's an early morning session and it's amazing to see all of you out here. So I'll just share the flow of today's session. We'll begin with a short introduction and then a talk with our leader and what she'll be enlightening us with. After that, we'll open the space for a short Q&A. Please feel free to drop in your questions in the chat box at that time and ask so we don't miss out on any questions. We'll try to answer as many questions as possible. I do understand this is a short session today, but also we have something coming up tomorrow, so stay tuned. So let's begin the session, which is being led by our amazing soul sensei, Sonika Vickraman, who is going to take us through Heal Grief Through Breath. For those who don't know Sonika, she is a veteran practitioner and teacher of martial arts like karate and tai chi for close to 30 years. She believes that martial arts are not just defense arts, but they have healing powers. The physical movements, meditation, and breathwork are done as part of these martial arts. Help us move chi or universal energy force present in our bodies and remove all emotional, physical, and mental blockages, helping us live a physically and mentally healthy life. So I have my camera on. Can I request all of you out here to please turn on your cameras? It would be so amazing to see you out there. Don't worry about your background. Don't worry about what you're wearing. It's absolutely fine. We are here as one safe community. Thank you for those who have their cameras on. It's really lovely to see all of you out here and to see some known faces also. So for those who are new to Soul Sensei, our goal at Soul Sensei is to make every session a safe, supportive space where you can ask freely, share openly, receive abundantly, and leave feeling lighter, calmer, and happier. You can follow us on Instagram at Your Soul Sensei or download our app and even check out our website for upcoming sessions. So, just to let you know, today's session is being live streamed on our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. With that said, I just want to let all of you know it's just a small reminder that Sonika has an upcoming session tomorrow at 7:30 a.m., where she would guide us on the ancient ways to heal your lungs. This is going to be a 60-minute session. It's a paid session where you would get the recording of that session. Please do go ahead and register for it. I'll be sharing the link in the chat box shortly. And with so much said, I now hand it over to you, Sonika, for a small introduction that you would like to share with all of us. After that, we'll go ahead with the one-on-one questions.
All right. Okay. So thank you, Leo. That was amazing. And yes, I have been practicing martial arts, and I do believe that martial arts is not just about self-defense. But the journey has been amazing because of martial arts, practicing, and then from the physical body moving into a space of Tai Chi, which is a lot more internally connected art, and then from there moving on to Qigong. And the transition happened so beautifully. It's like as if one art led me to another one, and then from there on, it took me to the next art. So it was a very natural transition, which a very organic transition, which happened. And now, because of my other healing modalities, which I learned over the period of years, starting from Reiki and going on to craniosacral therapy and EFT and past life recalls, everything happened so beautifully, organically, supporting me when I needed it. That I bring all these wisdom because I call it the Taoist wisdom because it originates from the Tao or the Tao philosophy of the way that I would like to bring all this forward and share it with the larger community. So yeah, so here I am.
Thank you so much, Sonika. That was so amazing. So, can you tell us about the modality you teach, Tai Chi and Qigong? Sorry, I hope I got that correct. Breathwork, and how were you first introduced to it?
Wow, like I said, yeah, Tai Chi Qigong happened. It happened with my master picking me up, even while I was representing India in the World Championships for my karate. And, I was like very active, very, very tomboyish and very, out there, aggressive and winning. And suddenly my master picks me up and he says, okay, you're going to teach Tai Chi, you're going to learn and you're going to take the school forward towards Tai Chi. And I was like, oh my God. The expression or the impression of Tai Chi is like, oh, it's meant for old people. You know how it is that we don't want to practice that because it's so slow. In my youth, can you imagine when I'm like out there and going for those championships and I'm like winning and I won medals for India, that when he said that no, Tai Chi is good for you. Like really, so much of resistance I can't even tell you exactly. So when people tell me, oh, it's meant for old people, and I'm like, yeah, I get that because I've been there. So, but then the transition and the healing process which happened within, and it made my life so much more easier, smoother. I got married, I had children, and I was a very busy professional. Um, yeah, it was like Wow. Hmm. It was amazing.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
So, what shifted in your life once you began practicing? Was there a moment that felt like a turning point?
Oh, yes, it did. When I was practicing Tai Chi and I felt there was a lot of grief because I had lost my master, and it happened over the um, he wanted me to take this forward. That's why he asked me to learn and practice this. But when I lost it, that's when I realized the value of what he said. And when I was practicing in that grief, so much of grief, my heart was so heavy. It's like losing a parent who's there with you all the time. Oof, I still get so emotional, but it's not with grief, but it's with the reverence of what, that lesson taught me that, I was so emotional that when I was practicing, I was doing the movements and I started feeling the energy and I saw the colors and I just smelled it. I just smelled it. That I had these tears or water flowing through my eyes. And that was the point I was like, oh my God, I just didn't know what am I getting into, what he saw and what he wanted me to get into, you know. So the vision of the guru and the lesson that he taught me and the grief, the emotion which God cleansed because of the practice, you know, that was absolutely, and I was like, wow, I'm not going back. I'm not going back.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, you often speak about lung meridians, grief, and Taoist principles. Can you help us understand what these terms mean in simple language?
Okay, simple language. Um, right, TCM is traditional Chinese medicine. Okay, and the Taoist wisdom is something which is so basically channels and meridians, TCM. So in today's world, everyone understands that as acupuncture or acupressure because we have these channels and meridians flowing in our body, like the arteries and the nerves, which are the energy pathways. These channels and meridians are the energy pathways in which the energy either gets stagnant because it is stuck and it's not flowing through the body. And the next step is, of course, the blockages and the congestions which happen. And because of that, the illness manifests in the body. But where does it start? It starts from the emotional spaces where we get stuck in a loop or in a pattern, and then we are unable to take this out. And so, how the emotional body affects our physical body, energy body, and how the energy body then manifests the illness in our physical body. And the Taoist wisdom is when it comes and then we work with the understanding of it, the philosophy of it. So it's a very beautiful package. And then we physically work with the movements so that the physical body is moving, so that the energy channels, every movement is focused on a specific meridian, specific channel, a specific organ if you're working with a certain illness or a disease. So it's so integrated that you can't just take anything out. The moment you take Tao's wisdom out of it, you will not understand it. The moment you take the channels and the meridians, the TCM workout, you will not understand what we are doing. The moment you take out the emotional healing out of it, the organs will not heal. If you work only on the organs, it will reoccur all over again because the emotional body has to heal. The energy body has to heal. But this, what you have with you have the physical body. So you have to start with the physical movements. Go to the channels and the meridians, get into the organs, look at the emotions. So it's so integrated. It's like the parent and the child and the parent. You know, You don't know the egg came or the the hen or the egg. It's like that. It's a beautiful flow and a connection. I hope I'm clear
Yes, yes,
about that.
absolutely. So why do the lungs hold grief and how does movement help release it?
Why do lungs hold grief? Well, lungs are associated with the element of metal. Okay, and that's another theory altogether where we work with the elements. Now, this metal is something which kind of like it is attracting that space of grief, sadness, depression. And as we work with the movements, we work, uh, like I said, the emotion is the grief, but the organ is the lung. Now, if I just look at lungs, probably it will not work because if someone has already gone to a stage of asthma, then the movements that probably I'm giving will not be so beneficial because it will trigger. I'm just taking up just one illness, for example, the asthma, like I mentioned. It will trigger, the person who wants to heal will not be able to do it. So then the understanding of the TCM comes in here, where we know and we understand that each organ has a pair organ attached to it. So instead of working directly on the lungs, we work with the parent or the partner, the pair organ, and that is the large intestines. So then I would start working on the large intestines, and then release from there. You know what large intestines also means, right? It is about letting go. It is about the release, the elimination process. So we start working from there. Let that sadness, grief, depression, let it go out from this physical storage space of the organ, an emotion so heavy that it is stuck here, but it is affecting our lungs. And that in turn is affecting our entire day to day life. So, yeah, that is how we work with this. And the Qigong movements, every time I do this movement, okay, I'm enhancing a certain channel and a meridian. I am invoking that element in the body. Every time we move, and then along as we move, we work and watch with various techniques the specific organ and we look at it. And as we work through the energy field, we work with the affirmation also. So it's a it's a very whole package.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm sure it would be. So I know you have a complete system, but what's one piece our audience can try right now?
Mm, okay. Mm, so we affirmations are there, but then see again, it doesn't work. So let's see. Let's work with a finger hold, for example. Okay, let's do that. So because lung is connected here to the ring finger, the metal element. Okay, we're going to hold this element, the right finger, ring finger into a left palm. And then in our practice, we call something as a mind's eye. A mind's eye is when you go deep inside within you and you look, okay, that you look at a specific organ. I would suggest that people don't focus on the lungs as of now because we can focus on the large intestines, which is like the area which is like below the navel. So you just go below the navel and you hold the right finger, ring finger, into your left palm. You gently close your eyes. Let your palms rest in your lap. Close your eyes and then you go inwards. You see the center of your head. You bring your focus from deep inside to the nostrils. And you take a nice deep breath in through your nose, tip of your nose, and then you breathe out through the nose. Now, as normally you keep breathing, so normally what happens is when we do this practice and we go inside, deeper, keep breathing in and out very gently. Find your body relaxing. See the tension going out of your shoulders, your arms. Mm. See your lungs, ribs. We watch and observe from deep inside with a mind's eye, connecting easy first to your breath, coming back to your body. Come back, gently relaxing. And then very slowly go down from the nose to the lungs and just observe the lower abdomen. And just have the intention that yes, you're gone down to the large intestine. It's okay because it's very difficult for someone who is not familiar with their own body to know where exactly the large intestines are. But that's what happens when I teach. We go through the entire body learning, spacing itself out, letting the breath flow deep down, our focus and attention going deep down into the large intestines. Energy flows where attention goes. Water will flow where there is a slope. And the slope is the focus and attention into the large intestines. Beautiful. Just let the body relax. Ease the tension out. Holding with the body. Easy. The finger vibrating, pulsing, connecting to the energy points in the palm, the channels and the meridians, relaxing, easing itself out. The body goes slowly into this space of deep relaxation. And so many times in this relaxation space, a certain emotion surfaces. Just be an observer. It's good to stay just with the breath, deep intestines, large ones, the palms and the fingers, letting the tension ease out of your body. And then you start listening to yourself. And then you start listening to all that you have been suppressing deep within inside. And if it becomes overwhelming, then you know you have hit the tiger's eye. Stay with it. Bring a smile to your face and welcome that emotion. Just to know, just to hear that voice within you, which is whispering, and now it becomes a voice which wants to bring you out and listen with your heart. Listen, become big ears. Hmm. All right, very gently you can release your fingers and come back and open your eyes gently. Well, welcome back. Okay. All right, it's nice to come back. And if you want, you can keep holding that finger and you can alternate it from right finger to the left finger into your right palm. And this is just a small beginning, it's just a beginning of listening to yourself, coming closer to yourself, knowing yourself. So, most of my courses, what I call them as wanting to know thyself, because it's all about that. The journey is about wanting to know about yourself. And we learn and we start from the body because the body is the one which stores and body keeps score. It does. So, whatever you do, you need to start with the body and with the channels, with the energy work, along with the body work. Um, you need to, yeah. I would love to know what emotions came up. Maybe, I don't know. See how it works, Leo.
Okay, so for that, you can all go to the chat box and just type what did you feel about it. Um, just in a word or two, just go ahead, type it out in the chat box. Feel free.
Yeah, what emotion, which emotion came up? And I know it is always relaxing. Sadness. Yes.
Sadness.
Yes, Irina. Totally. I get that. Yeah, you feel Swapna, you feel lighter. That's beautiful. Yeah, that's a relaxation response that I was talking about. Ah, Nikki, you felt nervous. Yes, like I said, it becomes overwhelming. Ah, you left a warmth on the left side. Calmness. Wonderful. That means it worked for you guys. And we go when we dive deeper. Warmth. Fantastic. When we dive deeper into these practices, trust me, it's a process of letting go. Oh, vibrating. Wow, Jyotsna. Fantastic.
All right, so
Oh, yeah. Hmm.
Sonika,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt. So just for those who will be here for this short time, uh, why don't you share a small snippet of what's going to happen in the session tomorrow? What can they expect in tomorrow's session?
Okay, so first we're going to start. It's practice. No more talking. I've talked enough for today, and you know a lot about me. So we're going to practice. We are going to get into the relaxation mode. We're going to get into movements, and we're going to get into the affirmation for this. So yeah, I mean, I teach this for years. I've been doing this. So I mean, I know 60 minutes is like it's not even a drop in the ocean, but then at least you know. And then whenever you feel like I'm sure we're gonna have more sessions on souls and sight. So we can connect, we can stay connected. Yes. So yeah, you're going to learn about, you're going to feel and experience. See, knowing and knowledge is something, one thing, but what you felt that this is your experience, right? You felt warmth, you felt nervous, you felt calmer, you felt that, oh my God, there is like, wow, this is hitting me here. The issues here, right? You felt that emotion, sadness. See, these are your experiences. You can't go back from this. So what you're going to do is tomorrow you're going to experience all these things. And I don't know how deep you go. If you can, then you can take the maximum out of this 1 hour, you know. At least learn and take something very substantial back. At least to learn how to relax and to let go, create space for something new to bring in, you know. And anyone is eligible to do this. There are no limits. There are no limits to. Um, I love breaking these stereotype things like, oh, we can age, oh, we can't do this, oh, we can. Science has moved, technology has moved tremendously. Why are we still stuck with a lot of old stuff? So let's move. Let's move together.
Thank you so much, Sonika. There is a question in the chat box which says, are there any requirements in terms of existing ailments, age, or physical fitness to be eligible to practice?
No, no, no. None. That's the best part of Aishi Qigong. You start where you are. You start what your capacity is. I mean, I was just sharing with someone yesterday. My mother, at the age of 83, joined me online during the pandemic. She was like, oh my God, I want to do this. I mean, absolutely, come in. And she would stand for an hour. She could. So, yeah. And why not you? Even if you, and you don't have to stand and do it if you can't stand for a longer period. You can sit on a chair and do the movements. And then slowly, as you overcome this space, you can stand up and do it. Well, so many times I teach my students the same thing lying down. It has a different effect. That's it. So, no age no bar, gender no bar, just an open mind and open heart. That's it. That's what you need. That's all. And that willingness to let go, to release. That is what you need. That's it. No tools, zero. You don't have a yoga mat? No problem. Take a mat, stand. You're out in the garden, go out, connect with the Mother Nature. You can go to the terrace, you can do it in your room. You don't need space. We're gonna be in one space and we're gonna work with this. Okay?
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Sonika, for such a beautiful session and so much of information. Um, it really means a lot, and looking forward to a lot of
Sure.
you joining in tomorrow. So for today, thank you so much for all of you joining in, your presence and participation. And just a reminder, once again, Sonika has an upcoming session tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. where she would guide us on the ancient ways to heal your lungs. This is going to be a 60-minute paid session where you would get the recording of that session. Please do go ahead and register for it. The link has been shared in the chat box, and you can also find it on our app and the website. Uh, Please do download our Soul Sensei app or check the website and follow us on Instagram at Your Soul Sensei, where you'll find a lot of information of our leaders and upcoming session. With that said, I wish all of you a beautiful day. Take care. Thank you. Goodbye, and see you soon. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.